my name is Tom Sawyer. I don't want to be no doctor or no lawyer. Fishing by the river, that's the only place to be. I want to be free sitting under a tree, that's me. Playing by the river, chasing that steamboat teacher, let me be. I want to be free sitting under a tree. That's me!
You ain't ever been out this way, huh?
No.
Well, then you've never seen the haunted house, have you?
Is there really a haunted house out here, Tom?
That's what folks say.
Is it close enough we could go look at it?
It's not very far at all, just past that hill over yonder.
If you think we have enough time, I'd like to see it. Please, Tom, I want to see what a real haunted house looks like.
Hold up, Jim. Becky and me want to walk for a while. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
It's over this way. If we're lucky, maybe we'll see a ghost.
A real ghost? Do you really think so? I thought ghosts only came out at night.
They come out whenever they want. Truth is, I don't know if ghosts only come out at night or not. But if ever there was a place to hunt for ghosts, this old house was as likely a spot as any. The closer we got, the more I got the willies. Now, the willies are more than goosebumps. The willies is when your goosebumps get goosebumps, and that's pretty spooky. Want to look around inside?
No, thank you. I can see from here just fine.
Have you ever seen such a scary-looking house before?
Never. Thank you for bringing me over to see it, but can we go back home now, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
The way you were talking, I thought you'd been in the house before.
Well, I would have gone in today, but you wanted to go home.
Don't blame me. It's not my fault. You could have gone. I would have waited outside.
You don't understand. Nobody's ever been in that house alone. Nobody.
Then they're all a bunch of scaredy cats, and they're not very brave.
I couldn't leave you outside alone.
If I hadn't been along, I believe you might have gone in that house.
I would.
Would you go in there at night?
Maybe.
You would? What about the ghosts?
I ain't scared of ghosts, Becky. I don't believe in them.
I believe they're real. And that house looks like it's got a whole lot of them.
Ever said something so stupid you wish you hadn't? Well, I told Becky that even if that house was full of ghosts, I'd still go in it. I even told her I'd try to catch one so she could see it.
Golly, would you try it tonight?
Why not?
You really don't have to do it. It's too scary.
I told you I'm not afraid.
So you'll be able to tell me tomorrow if the house is haunted and if you saw any ghosts inside of it?
Yep.
And you'll try to catch one if you can?
If I see one, I will.
Look, Tom, somebody died.
Yeah, they're burying old Hoss Williams.
How old was he?
He couldn't have been no more than 40.
Oh, that's awful.
Hey, Huck. I need to talk to you.
You look like you lost your best friend. But that can't be, because I'm your best friend. What are you waiting for? Come on up.
So I'm in a mess of trouble and I don't know what to do about it.
You ain't got a choice. You're gonna have to be in that haunted house tonight.
I wish I could back out.
Oh?
But I told her I'd do it, so now I gotta go through with it.
Why don't I come with you? How's that sound?
Hey, would you really?
Why not?
No. I gotta go in by myself.
I think you'd be smarter to take someone along.
Well, there's no reason why you can't come along while I'm inside looking around. You could wait outside.
Yeah, that might be okay.
Will you go with me then?
I said I would.
You're a real friend.
Tell the truth, you're scared about it, ain't you?
A little.
Well, then now. I'm going with you, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I need somebody to be there to act as a witness so I can prove I went in the house alone, but you can't come in with me because that wouldn't be honest.
All right, I'll be your witness.
As the time drew nearer for me to go, I kept telling myself, ghosts or no ghosts, my honor was at stake, and I had to go through with this. Hey, Huck! Where are you, Huck? Darn you, Peter, I thought you was Huck giving the signal.
To think you mistook the cat for me, now that's the best one I've heard yet.
Come on, it was a natural mistake to make.
Maybe so, but if you're that jittery, it wouldn't surprise me if you took your own shadow for a ghost.
I ain't jittery and I ain't nervous neither. They buried Hoss Williams today.
His ghost will be stirring then.
You really think so?
Yep.
Wait up. Huck, I think I saw a ghost.
Come on.
Honest, look over there. What is it?
Lordy, that's devil fire.
What are we gonna do, Huck?
Come on, let's get out of here. Let's run for it, Tom. Come on.
Can't move. What in the world is that thing?
Whatever
oh,
you
Huck,
do,
don't let
look
go
back.
of me.
Just
Whatever
keep
you
walking.
do, don't let
Pretend
go
we're
of
just
me.
minding our own business.
How much farther we gotta go anyway?
We're almost there.
Yeah, that's what she said about 5
Huck, wait. I heard a voice.
You sure?
Yeah, I'd stake my life on it.
Hope you don't have to. Let's take a look.
They're going in the graveyard.
Are you sure we're almost there?
You're right, Tom. They are people.
Got to walk another
And it ain't devil fire, it's just those lanterns they're carrying.
have a little drink.
Why'd they be going into the graveyard this late?
Let's go find out.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Sorry.
That sounds a little like Muff Potter to me.
Yeah, and he's drunk as usual. Follow me, Huck.
Tom?
But keep it quiet.
Sure it's him?
Yep, that's Muff, all right.
Here it is. Now the two of you start digging.
Hey!
Hey!
There's Injun Joe!
Yeah, but what are they doing?
There's no time to waste. The sooner we get through, the better. Let's get started. Come on, Muff.
All right, Joe. Let's get to it then. Let's see, where is it now? Oh, yeah, here we go, right here. All right.
You drunken fool, that's the wrong grave.
Oh,
Needless to say, Huck and I were mighty curious to know what they were up to. And from the looks of things, they were up to no good. So we just watched a spell, figuring by and by they'd show their hand. Who's that third guy?
I can't tell from here.
We might know his voice if we hear him.
Hurry, men. It looks like the moon's coming out and we don't want to be seen.
Look, Huck, that's Doc Robinson.
Who's he?
He just moved into town recently.
Why ain't I never heard of him before now?
He's kind of strange. He keeps to himself a lot. Huck and I kept watching, and after a while it became pretty obvious to us they weren't digging a grave to put somebody in, but instead they were digging somebody out, which is not only despicable, it's against the law. Needless to say, we were scared out of our wits, but we didn't dare stir from our hiding place.
This took longer than I expected. Hurry. Put the body in the wheelbarrow.
oh, wait a minute. I gotta rest a spell first.
Rest later. What? You too tired to keep working too?
No, I'm not tired, Doc. I can keep on working.
Then put the body in the wheelbarrow and hurry up.
Not yet.
Yes, now.
Give us another $5.
What?
Yep, that's the deal.
That's right, another $5.
Look here, what does this mean? I paid you men your fee in advance.
We want more.
$5 or here she stays, period.
Listen to me, you drunken bum. I won't have you going back in our deal. Here, I made a bargain with you two, and by God, you'll
You
keep
have
it.
no choice in the matter, Doc.
I need a drink.
Take your hands off of me.
We shouldn't have done that.
You worthless scum. Get to work.
No, you're gonna pay for the time you had me arrested years ago.
What? Why, you were a no-good vagrant then, and that's what you are now. Neither of you are getting another penny out of me. Not a penny, and that's final.
Pay us or you'll be sorry.
Besides, you can't blackmail me. I've got plenty on you if you blab to the law. The way Mr. Jackson fell from the cliff the middle of last month, for instance.
You better not tell anybody that story. Never can tell who'd be next falling off a cliff in the middle of the night.
Very well. Then we understand each other, and I want you to keep your end of the agreement. If you don't, I'll make sure you're the one who will be sorry.
You're going to pay for that, mister. Come back
Settle the score, Doctor.
What Huck and I just seen was worse than ghosts and haunted houses. This was real. Get off me, man. Come on, I said get off of me. Huh? What's this? Blood!
It's dirty business, Muff. What'd you do it for?
Lord, I never done it, Joe. I couldn't.
That kind of talk won't wash.
I don't know. I'm all confused. No, I couldn't possibly have done it. No! Tell me the truth, Joe. Did I do it?
You two was scuffling and fighting, and then you jammed the knife into him.
Oh, no. I can't recollect anything. Upon my soul and honor, I never meant to, Joe. Oh, it's awful, and him so young and promising. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no business drinking tonight. It was the whiskey. It was the whiskey, Joe. I never used a weapon in my life before. I've fought, but never with weapons.
Mm-hmm. Doc Robinson hit you with that grave marker over there. You fell flat on your face, but then up you came, all reeling and staggering, and snatched the knife, and then just as he fetched you another clip, you jammed it into him.
Oh, it had to be the whiskey. I wish I might die this minute if I knew what I was doing. I ain't never hurt nobody in my life except in myself, but if he hit me with that grave marker like you said he did, maybe I can get off by pleading self-defense. It was self-defense. You said so yourself, didn't you, Joe?
Townfolk aren't gonna see it that way.
Then you gotta promise you won't tell a living soul what happened out here tonight. Say you won't tell. Please, Joe. You gotta promise me that, Joe. Please. Please.
Well, I don't know.
But I've always stood up for you, ain't I, Joe?
Yeah, I suppose so. You always been fair and square with me, Muff, so I won't betray you.
Oh, thank you, Joe. You're a real friend.
That's enough of that. Listen, Muff, this is no time for blubbering. You gotta get away from here, and besides, we shouldn't be seen together. So now you go off yonder, and I'll go over that way. Now get going.
Thank you, Joe.
It's me who should be thanking you for letting me get away with murder.
To say Huck and I were frantic with fear is an understatement. We just wanted to get out of there. We ran as if our lives depended on it. Because if Injun Joe had seen us, our gooses were cooked.
No, come this way, Huck. Hurry
I'm
up.
out of breath. Not so fast.
We can't stop. Whatever you do, keep on running, Huck.
Slow down. I have to stop and rest for a bit.
We can't take the chance. We gotta keep on running.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Tom. I pooped.
Just a little farther, Huck. I figured if we could just make it to the old tannery, we could hide there. Our hearts were pounding like drums. We didn't know if anybody might have followed us. All we could do was hope. I've never run so fast. Boy. People are gonna find out for sure, Huck. What do you reckon will come of Injun Joe killing Doc Robinson?
Tom, we're gonna see a hanging for sure.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Huck. It was murder and Injun Joe's gonna hang for sure.
The one who's gonna hang is Muff, the way I figure
Why?
it.
Why would you say that? We saw Injun Joe kill him.
Don't you see, Tom? Muff thinks he's the murderer.
You're saying Muff could be hanged for a crime he didn't commit?
Think about it. We saw Muff wake up with the knife in his hand.
We gotta do something.
We don't dare say anything to anyone about what we saw because we're liable to wind up the next victims. The two of us can't speak out against that murdering Injun, Tom. Don't you know he'd murder us too?
What?
That Injun Joe wouldn't make any more of drowning us than a couple of cats.
Joe wouldn't really kill us, would he, Huck?
Why not? He's murdered before.
What can we do about it then?
Ain't much we can do about it.
Huh? Ah!
Tom,
Yeah, Huck?
I really don't want to die.
Me neither.
Then we don't dare say a word to nobody. We gotta keep everything we saw tonight to ourselves or we're done for.
Yep.
And we can't worry about old Muff because our own lives are at stake if we don't keep our mouths shut, Tom.
I reckon we've got no choice, have we?
Nope.
It's the only thing we can do, isn't it?
That's right. I reckon there's no other way.
All right, then mum's the word.
You swear?
I swear.
Oh, no, that'll never do for this. Something this important calls for writing.
I swore, Huck.
I know you did, Tom, but we gotta swear in blood.
In blood? Really?
Are you up to it?
Mm-hmm. I looked around and found a clean pine shingle and began to writing. The idea of making a solemn promise signed in blood sort of made my insides do spins and flops, but there weren't no other way. This was probably the most important promise I'd have to swear to keep in my whole life. There.
You know I can't read, Tom.
Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer swears they will keep mum about this and they wish they may drop down dead in their tracks if they ever tell and rot. What do you think about it?
That's perfect. Now we just gotta sign it.
Who's first?
You wrote it, so you ought to, I reckon.
That figures. You got a pen or something?
Yeah, here you go.
There, your turn. Go ahead, I'm gonna look outside. I think I heard something.
Well, what is it?
It's nobody, just a dog.
What's he barking at, though?
It picked up our scent and knows we're here. Hey, are you gonna sign that oath or aren't you?
What in tarnation's going on out there?
What's the matter with you?
It's Injun Joe. He's right outside.
Oh, no, not him.
He's headed this way. What are we gonna do?
Is anybody here? Whoever's in there, come on out. I could have sworn I heard a noise or something in here, but I guess it could have been rats. Good thing, one killing's enough for tonight.
I think he's gone.
Let's go ahead and finish our swearing ceremony. I, Huck Finn.
I, Tom Sawyer, do solemnly swear we will keep mum about this, and we wish we may drop down dead in our tracks if we ever tell and rot. Cross my heart, spit in the ocean, hope to die. I swear I'll keep this promise till the end of time.
Me too. All that stuff Tom said.
When I got back home, it struck me that the reason I went out with Huck was to go to the haunted house, and we never even got there. I was gonna have to tell Becky something about the house and ghosts tomorrow, but I didn't know what. One thing is certain, I couldn't tell her what we really saw. I started to have this vision of Muff Potter being hanged for a crime he didn't commit, with me as the hangman, putting the rope around his neck. All because I'd signed that solemn promise to hide the truth.